A few months ago, I was on the train on my way to meet a friend for dinner. It wasn't a long ride, about 15 minutes. Without really thinking about it, I pulled out my phone and started scrolling. One short video after another. A few messages. A couple of posts. Nothing important. Just enough to fill the time. Then I heard the announcement for my stop. I looked up, put my phone away, and stepped off the train. As I walked toward the exit, I realized I couldn't remember a single thing about the ride. The people around me, the view outside, even the feeling of being on the train. I couldn't picture any of it. It was only 50 minutes, but somehow those 50 minutes had passed without me really being there. Just before the train doors closed, I glanced back into the carriage. Almost everyone else had their eyes fixed on their phones. The carriage was quiet except for the occasional announcement and the sound of the train moving along the tracks. We were all sitting only a few feet away from each other, but somehow none of us were really there. That moment stayed with me, not because it was unusual, because it wasn't. It was just an ordinary train ride, and that's what made me wonder. How many ordinary moments have I lived like that? How many walks? How many meals? How many conversations where I was physically there but mentally somewhere else? I keep coming back to the same question lately. When did every spare moment become something we had to occupy? Not just our schedules, but the way we move through life. We eat while watching something. Our phones keep playing one reel after another while we do the laundry. We reply to messages while walking. Even when we're supposed to be resting, we're still consuming something. It's become so normal that we hardly question it anymore. I don't think it happened overnight. I think it happened little by little. A notification here, another app there, another habit we barely noticed forming. Until one day, silence started to feel uncomfortable. Whenever I had a spare minute, waiting for the train, standing in line, even brushing my teeth, my hand would reach for my phone almost automatically. And somehow, those little moments always disappeared into scrolling. I'd watch dozens of videos in 20 minutes, moving from recipes to travel clips, funny skits, random facts, and whatever else the algorithm thought I'd like. It felt like I was taking in so much, but almost none of it stayed with me. That realization made me wonder something. If I couldn't even remember what I'd been watching, what else was I letting slip away? It's strange. We have more ways than ever to capture our lives. Thousands of photos, hours of videos, cloud storage full of memories. Yet sometimes it feels like we are remembering less because we weren't fully there when those moments happened. Around that time, almost by accident, I picked up air dry clay. I wanted to make something with my hands, something that existed outside a screen. I remember making my very first little water stone. It turned out much cuter than I expected, and I couldn't wait to start painting it. Then I found out it needed 2 full days just to dry. For someone who was so used to everything moving fast, 2 days felt like forever. Every now and then, I'll reach over and gently touch it, hoping it has somehow dried a little sooner. But the clay had its own timeline. It didn't matter how many times I checked on it. It would be ready when it was ready. And drying was only the beginning. There was still the primer, then the paint, then the varnish. Every stage came with a little more waiting. There wasn't a shortcut. There wasn't an app that could speed it up. The only thing I could do was let it be. And somewhere in all that waiting, something shifted. Unlike the clay, which simply sat there and took the time it needed, I was carrying this belief that every moment had to be useful. If I wasn't replying to someone, learning something, or getting ahead on my to-do list, I felt like I was wasting time. I think deep down, I was afraid of falling behind, afraid that I wasn't doing enough. So I kept trying to optimize every spare moment. The easiest way to do that was to reach for my phone. Every swipe felt productive, even if I couldn't remember most of what I'd just seen. The clay, on the other hand, wasn't in a hurry. It just sat there on the table, quietly drying at its own pace. No rushing, just becoming what it needed to become. While waiting for it to dry, I decided to spend a little less time in the endless stream of things online and a little more time with things that felt physical and present. I found myself moving more, exercising, cleaning my room, trying new recipes, doing things that required a little bit more of my attention. At first, it felt surprisingly difficult. Every spare moment, my instinct was to reach for my phone. But the longer I went without distracting myself, the gentler life began to feel. The days even started to get longer, not because I suddenly had more time, but because less of it was disappearing into my screen. Clay reminded me of something I'd forgotten. Not every quiet moment needs entertainment. Sometimes it's enough just to be where you are. I don't think slow living means moving to the countryside or claiming technology is the problem. I still use my phone. I still enjoy YouTube. I still catch myself scrolling sometimes. This isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming aware, about asking whether we are choosing how we spend our attention or whether something else is choosing for us. Because our attention is one of the few things we can never get back. Every moment we give it away is a moment of our life. And that's not an argument that life should always be slow. Some seasons are busy, some days are chaotic, some moments genuinely need urgency. But if every day feels urgent, if every spare minute gets filled, if we are always racing towards tomorrow, then we risk missing today. That's what I hope this podcast can be. Not a guide to having the perfect slow life. I don't have that figured out. Think of it more as a place where we can pause together for a little while. We can share stories, make things with our hands, and rediscover the ordinary moments that are so easy to overlook. Because sometimes it's the little things that make life feel like life. Before you go back to your day, I'd like to leave you with something small. The next time you have a spare minute, see if you can leave it empty, just for a little while. Just notice what it's like. Maybe nothing will happen, or maybe you'll notice something you would have missed before. Thank you for spending these moments with me. I'll see you in the next episode.